so now we're going to get into some book news. And the first one that I have for you is a rare first edition of The Hobbit has sold at auction for $55,000. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of like different editions of The Hobbit, but this one is very special because it has it's the only edition that has illustrations by Tolkien, so it's like a really sought after edition. And that's cool. Why it does it. And it has like this beautiful green cover, and it's quite gorgeous, so really, really exciting. The interesting thing about this too is that the book was found in, a person passed away, and they invited an auctioneer to come in and take a look, and they found this book in the middle of nothing, and it was the only like valuable book that they had, and it was just found by pure coincidence, and it fetched quite a bit of money. So you never know what you're gonna find.
You just never know. Sometimes it's a Beanie Baby, and sometimes it's a first edition J.R.R. Tolkien.
Exactly.
Go either way.
What do you have for us?
Well, literary travel becomes the new Jet2 holiday. EF Ultimate Break has launched Book Talk-inspired trips for fans of popular novels. Based on survey data showing strong Gen Z and millennial interest in literary travel, itineraries include themed activities, book discussions, and visits to story-related destinations. So, for example, for ACOTAR fans, they have the Swiss Alps, an Adriatic cruise for people that like people we meet on vacation, and for Percy Jackson fans, a tour of the ancient ruins in Rome.
I kind of love this new like trend of people like books inspiring their next destination trip. So you kind of see more of that space that inspire that.
I've seen a lot of book talkers too, like build their communities by hosting these little trips where they like organize the trips for readers and stuff. And I think it's such a good idea. It couldn't be me, but I love it.
I think I like that. You're right. I like the idea in, what is it called? In theory. I think it's really great. I feel like it puts a lot of pressure, but it's kind of fun if you want to meet more people, kind of see like people that are like-minded like you, that they enjoy the book. It's going to form potentially such a like nice little niche of people that you're going to be meeting. So that's the point of the book community.
But I like control, so I couldn't do it.
Letting somebody else plan it for you.
All right, what do you got for us?
Okay, so I don't know if you knew this. This was brand new information to me, but there's a library that sits in the border of Quebec and the state of Vermont. The name of the library is called Haskell Free Library, which is pretty awesome. And it was founded in 1904 by a really wealthy widow. And the whole point of it was to symbolize the friendship between the US and Canada. And that's why they kind of had it seated in the border. In sad news, just due to some recent administration changes, the library, the way that you access it is through the Vermont side, and now a lot of Canadian citizens are not able to kind of get into it because you need to show like your passports and all of those things. So it's in a weird situation right now. So it's not as it's not symbolizing what it was initially meant to be, because now if you're gonna be going to visit the store, make sure that you have your passport, that you're a member of the library, and hopefully things change in the future, because that was the whole purpose of the library.
I love that idea.
It was so sweet.
Yeah.
So hopefully it changes, but the cool thing about this is that the library is actually it's a heritage building in both countries, which is pretty cool. So like they know the importance of the building, and it is managed by like 7 different people, and 4 of them are American and 3 of them are Canadian, because it's supposed to symbolize like the partnership between the both countries, which is really sweet. So hopefully they're able to figure something out. But for now, if you do want to visit it, make sure that you have your passport with you, or try to become a member of the public library if you can.
So cute.
Yeah, it's really cute. I thought it was a really sweet story.
Okay.
The library concept is a sweet story. Not what's happening.
Yes. No, not a sweet story there, but the concept is beautiful.
The concept is beautiful.
Okay, on adaptation news, a bidding war has begun for a limited series adaptation for Percival Everett's book, The Trees. Emmy winner Sterling K. Brown, Oscar winner Divine Joy Randolph, and Black Panther's Winston Duke are set to star in it. This is from Deadline. It's based on Everett's 2022 thriller. It opens with a series of brutal murders in the rural town of Money, Mississippi. When a pair of detectives from the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation arrive, they meet expected resistance from the local sheriff, his deputy, the coroner, and a string of racist white townsfolk. The murders present a puzzle at each crime scene. There is a second dead body, that of a man who resembles Emmett Till.
Oh, very cool. This is one of those writers that I'm always rooting for, and I still haven't read any of his books, but we got to see him in person, and he's just such a likable character, the way that he kind of comes across, Percival Everett. I'm rooting for him. So I hope, and the story sounds amazing.
Yeah, Percival Everett, of course, wrote James, which has gotten so many accolades in this last year. And then he wrote a bunch of other books. One of them that I read early on was this book called Suitor, about a baseball player. He's a super prolific writer.
Yes.
I think this will be a good one.
Yeah, I'm excited. Can't wait to see it. All right. Anything else around book news?
That is it.